Well, listening to that is Deven Ghelani, Chief Executive of Policy in Practice. That's a social data analysing firm which helps people and authorities navigate the benefit system. Something we all need, I think, Deven. Deven Ghelani, some mothers they're claiming, some choosing not to claim, and some who didn't know about it even. Does that surprise you?
It does surprise me. Child benefit used to be the poster child of how to get high levels of take up. So before 2013, it was universal. Any parent who had a child would, when they registered their child, a couple of days later, fill in a form and begin to get child benefit. We 95% or above was always the benchmark, and we've seen that fall steadily over the last decade or more because we've complicated the system, as you mentioned, by introducing the high income child benefit charge.
Yes, I mean, that the high income child benefit charge, or tax as I sometimes call it, is a clawback. It, as you say, it began in 2013 and it started at 50,000 a year then, didn't it, till very recently. Do you think even the fact there is that kind of rule puts people off claiming? And that woman we heard in Liverpool said, not worth claiming on my salary. We don't know if she was right or not.
I think it does. It certainly makes parents think. And it makes parents think firstly about whether or not they should claim. So maybe their earnings fluctuate, particularly if you just had a child, right? You might change your hours. You might go to 4 days a week, 3 days a week. But it also makes parents think about whether or not to take on more work. So I've spoken to accountant friends of mine who are told, they're sometimes asked, well, I've been offered a promotion, but I don't know whether I should take it because I'm going to start to lose some of my child benefit. Well, I'll put it in my pension instead. So anytime you try and means test the system, it adds complexity and it makes people think. I think we hugely undervalue the importance of simplicity in policy.
Yes, and as that lady in Liverpool, the other lady told us, it makes a big difference. I mean, it's £1,400 a year, and babies are not cheap things to have, are they? Are they? But there are more benefits than just the money, aren't there? Because you get other things associated with having a live claim.
Yeah, so the national insurance. I was talking to a colleague of mine who's had a baby recently, and congratulations to her. But yeah, her reason for claiming were the national insurance credits. So that means that you're building up your national insurance at the same time.
Well, principally the state pension, I think, but only if your child's under 12, I think, isn't it? That helps.
Yeah, so all of these extra bits add up to. So the national insurance adds up to your state pension, adds up to being able to claim. If you lost your job as well soon after, then it means you can claim. You can access support through the benefit system through that as well.
It also means your child does get a national insurance number automatically at 16, which helps them work sometimes, which we've discussed before. Now, those mothers who hadn't heard of it, I thought people were told almost with the birth certificate, certainly very, very soon. Has that been changed?
I remember being told when we registered our child, and also kind of in the maternity ward. So I think it must vary from place to place. But I really think it's when you've just had a baby, you're thinking about lots of different things. And maybe that form you're given is just one of many other things that you're thinking about because you've just had a baby, right? So I think there probably is value in being nudged along at, when the one mother was talking about vaccinations or when they go to the children's centre.
And of course,
they're probably good times.
Sorry to interrupt. It can't be backdated more than 3 months, so it's important to get that claim in early, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And I think, we saw in HMRC's press release as well that you're seeing a lot more parents, particularly in that first year, missing out. So, they do need to be told, and you do need to claim as early as possible.
Deven Ghelani, thanks. And HMRC has told us that it is easier to pay the high income charge now, and also it promotes information in hospitals across the UK.